Hey guys, I'm going to show you what I got in the mail this week, and I might do a couple of cuts with this bandsaw and show you what I'm doing. So I got this bandsaw in yesterday, so I'm going to be making my own downpipe, so I can make some cuts with this. It was about 240 bucks. It wasn't too bad of a cost for what I'm just going to do with it. It's pretty easy to assemble. I just had to put the legs on and a couple other things. I also got some Vibrant Performance stainless steel tubing for the exhaust downpipe. I got the flex pipe also as a 6-inch flex pipe. And I got two of these 90 bends, and I don't remember what kind of angle this is, but I got one of these. Here's the other 90 that I got. I'm just putting it up to the housing so I can see how much I need to cut off, which is about 4 inches. That way it kind of sits tucked in there a little bit. And I also got a new TIG welder. So I got all this stuff this week. There's a Everlast TIG welder. It can do steel and aluminum, and also as a stick welder too. I don't know how to TIG weld, so we're going to do some practice runs on different pieces of steel that I'll just get from the store before I do any of the downpipe, but I will make all my cuts in the downpipe in the meantime. I'm kind of excited to use this because to get anyone else to do a downpipe for me, I was going to have to, ship my stuff out to have someone, custom make it, like my manifold and my exhaust side of the housing of the turbo. And that was going to cost a lot of money already. So anything that would have done to ship out to get done custom would have cost, as much as everything I just bought. So thought I might as well just buy it, learn how to do it myself, and I can even do my intercooler piping. So I still have to buy the just different bends for that. These pieces too were, I think, between 60 and 70 bucks. I think this piece was like, I don't know, 40 something, I think. So the downpipe itself is going to cost, I guess not including the welding, less than $200. And then I don't even have to buy a dump tube because I'm just going to use this for my old setup. I'm going to cut it and then weld it so it points in a different direction. So we're going to do a cut with this real quick and see how it does, and I'll show you. So here's the video of the saw cutting through the tubing. I sped it up a little bit. It takes a little less than 2 minutes to cut through this, but at the time I didn't have the tensioner adjusted right the way I needed it. It cuts through the tubing from the weight of the saw itself, and you adjust how much tension, or pretty much how much weight, is being pressed onto the tubing with the spring on the other side, just by loosening and tightening the handle. So I did a cut with the saw, and the tube turned a little bit in the clamp, so the cut was a tiny bit uneven near the end, but you can see in there I put the V-band on. There's that tiny gap right there, but the rest of it fits up almost perfect. So I'm going to put it on the housing here. So that's how it will be. Probably turn it right there. That's not the slave cylinder I'm not going to be using, so the needle won't be hitting the exhaust. I'm going to get a K-tuned one. So I think their needle points down, so it shouldn't hit anything. I'll tape this on, hold on. Okay, so I didn't have to tape it on. I just put it on something that's below the car there. This is how it should fit when it's clamped on. I'll probably do another cut towards the bend here and put another V-band, and then I'll cut the other 90 that I have. That'll angle it towards the oil pan, and then that really weird angle that'll straighten it out to the rear of the car, or towards the rear of the car. Then I'll weld the flex pipe on, and that's where I'll put another V-band right after the flex pipe. And then I will be buying another 3-inch exhaust piping that you can just buy online. I don't know the website, but if you just type in exhaust piping, it'll probably show up on the first page. It'll be 3-inch, and then I'm going to sell my Skunk 2 2.5-inch that's sitting back there, and I'm going to buy another Skunk 2 muffler to weld on to the back of the exhaust, because I like Skunk 2 exhaust. Sounds really good to me. Anyway, so that's how that's going to be going on. When I start welding the stuff, when I learn how to use that welder over there, I'm going to do a video on that too. I just need a camera stand, really something I can put my phone on, because I'm just kind of sitting it on random stuff and holding it at the moment. I'll probably do another video later on, maybe next week, about the switches I got from Wireware. Check them out on Instagram, because they make some cool switch panels, and they're a good price. With they give you a whole Bussmann fuse box with relays in it too. It's pretty cool. So that's going on. What's going on there? Pretty much it for this video. So anything I'll do next is either going to be the switches, and then after that, once I learn how to use the welder, I still got to get argon gas, but I have to find some time during the week to go buy that from the company, because they're closed on Saturdays. They're closed on Saturdays and Sundays. There's another review of the welder, and the next video I already made today. This one was videotaped yesterday, but I'll post the video I made today on Thanksgiving, going through the process of how I'm cutting and measuring some of the parts for the downpipe. So stay tuned for that video and check it out. I appreciate you guys watching the video. See you later.